Wall Street Pete, sick dough in crypto. Want to learn how to make sick dough in crypto every day? We come to you with a live. How's everybody doing this Sunday evening? Hope you're having a nice, peaceful Sunday evening. And back tomorrow to the grind is Monday. Hit the like and subscribe. You hit the bell, all notification. So when we do go live, you get this stuff immediately. 1.48K subscribers at all-time high right now as subs. As long as we keep adding one more every day, as we keep going and spread the word, we can beat the algorithm. 35 views in 10 hours is fucking terrible, but 35 people have received the video, so we can't look at it as a positive or a negative, but we got to get out as much as we can to everyone, so please, I really wish that said 135 or perhaps 135,000, could you only imagine, but let's get it. So AIDOGE, 90% up for the day, currently right now. Avon OC, or Avon OC, however you may want to say it, and Pepe, as we know, 61.1% currently right now for the crypto bubble. Getting a little bit of some crypto news right now. If you were wondering what happened with First Republic, well, auction underway with JP Morgan, Citizens, PNC, and a couple more trying to bid. So pretty insane how this world is. We got Chase, we got Among the Bidders. This is where we're at right now. So First Republic is looking to sell. They have no choice. The meme coin Pepe surges 152% on the week. Let's see what it looks like. Is that up to date currently? Let's get to the week and see what it says. Woo! So it's pretty accurate on that article, huh? 146% for the week. And AIDOGE up 200. You could have doubled your money. What were you doing with your money? Where is your money? I do have some money in Flocka. I do like to see that. Let's go. Even though I feel silly for putting it in there. I wasn't a big fan of shit coins. Pepe, though, every time I take a peek, guys, and it's your turn. Gary, Rising Sun, comment in the comment section. What asset would you like for Wall Street Pete to break down? Not financial advice, of course, but just my strategy only. Something that I would experience and, basically share with you my experience, what I would do, where I think that the price would go and what my particular thought process would head into based off my experience of checking out the chart. So 59,000 holders, looking to get to about 60,000. But every time I peek over, there it is, for instance, look up. 60,000. Guys, every time I look, Pepe has a new addressee, a new wallet that has been opened, up 13.3%. That is why this price has not stopped climbing on a daily notice. So it's pretty insane. So yes, comment right now. As you can see here right now, Pepe is going through the roof. 1.2 trillion market cap. So nothing has changed all day except for the price of Pepe. And pretty wild to see all this stuff. So 60,000 wallets. Congratulations. You have now hit 60,000 wallets. Bitcoin right now coiling up, hopefully to get some type of breakout, some type of action. Does look like currently right now on the daily, if you're looking into this, this is a sideways downward cup and handle kind of, right? Look at that coming in. And there could be a handle right here coming in, getting ready to burst out. But on the daily, I am bearish on Bitcoin. So in the longer term, probably the rest of this week, I'm not too bullish yet. Went to the 4-hourly on Bitcoin really quick just to look, and we are a little bullish down here. So it's looking pretty good for the short-term time frame. If you see, I believe probably tonight we'll be retesting 30,600. And the only way we will continue to rise if we finish above that price and strike above hard. So we'll have to get to 31.3. And once we're testing 31.3, then we'll be talking much more about that. But there is Bollinger Bands getting super tight. So if I were to tell you right now, yes, Bitcoin is going to be experiencing some type of breakout. I want to say in the next any minute to the next 24 hours. I mean, really, that's what it's coming down. So I do this, give myself a little bit of an understanding of what the 4-hourly. I love the 4-hourly. I'm a big fan of this particular time frame. And I want to get to the red. I want to show you what I'm looking at here. That's the green, and then get rid of this indicator. We could bring back the volume in the stochastic volatility oscillator because the volatility coming in. So it's showing that there's more coming in, and we could be getting a big breakout to the upside here. Bollinger Bands breaking in, getting super tight. So every time that happens, I can tell you right now what's up, No Daddy. This is what happens. So let's get into it. All right, somebody wants to talk about the VLO. So hold up. No Daddy, you're next with the Mong coin, and right now is your time. If you're new to the channel, if you want, just hit the like and subscribe. Only subscribers should be able to comment, so if you want to be a subscriber, make sure. I was looking at this chart, was back in the time frame, coming down from this falling I guess, ABC correction. I mean, this is really what this is. I was looking for some support to build coming down into this price area of the 0.003 for Velo. So you're lucky enough that I had this already set from a previous time frame, and it looks like if I put a buy order in, I would have just missed this and I would have freaking freaked out. So let's see what's happening. Could be still coming to the downside, getting a 4-hourly top here. So at the 4-hourly up here, it's pretty strong still. So I'm wondering how that is going to maintain access up here. Let me get rid of it. But we're looking here at the oscillator volatility. We're going to lose some volatility. This may come down and actually hit here. So that could be still a good order to buy in. What's happening right now, 4-hourly. Let's look at the daily. And as you can see, the daily has been something rather double top. You can see here, double M comes through, coming down, and as we're looking at the daily right now, we're starting on this indicator to get a good buy zone here, and it is starting to flirt down here until finally we may take off. So dollar cost average in, obviously the best method. This is something in Velo. Gary, this is what we do for our followers. What I would ultimately look for on the bottom is about the 0.0024. So there is a chance that we could hit one more level, as you can see here, right around that area. As I put, be careful, because once it starts breaking this 3,100 level and it finishes a daily candle below there, you could actually pick some up at this price again. I'm not saying it could go there for sure, but it does look like there was a previous history in here that it ranged rather decent amount of time here. I'm trying not to keep doing that right here. So this was a decent amount of time that it did play around in here. So if we did come back into this zone, know that boring sideways action and some time zone around here again. Don't give up on the asset. It's just building, and you'll see the volume coming through. Maybe perhaps there's just other assets that people are getting into. So quick Velo TA. I hope that was good enough for you, Gary. I hope not to disappoint you. You know I love to keep you guys happy, rocking and rolling. And the Mon coin don't look like we have anything particularly here we can work with. We got the mechs, so mechs will usually help us out. Let's see, Mon coin for the mechs, and damn, it's not letting me use it, huh? Is that what it was? Mon coin? Nope. I don't have access to that. I'm sorry, no daddy. We'll try again. Mon coin. Wrapped. I don't know if that's going to be enough for us. Usually, no, it's not going to work. So we can't use it. I have to get to the poop coin in order to see that. This is the Mon coin. Let me know if this particularly does help you trying to get into lower time frames, because it's the only way you can get any technical analysis out of it with this sort of a shit coin to be rather new. But this is what we do. We try really hard for you guys. So I'm trying hard to keep it moving. Let me know if, no, this can't be it. This is definitely not it. So we're not going to bother. So anyone else got another asset they want to talk about? If not, I will proceed to go with a few things I wanted to talk about myself with perhaps Pepe. Pepe is something different, guys. See, what happens is a lot of people may ask a question like, well, why isn't Bitcoin... why is this moving? Well, Bitcoin dominance is pretty strong right now. Can you take a quick look at DOT? Absolutely. I'm going to go over this Pepe real quick. And if this is really what's happening, ladies and gentlemen, if this is really what's going on, this is the time where we're going to move up, and we're going to really see here from this area that this may be the move that's coming for the next leg, and where I'm ultimately going to say that, well, don't be shocked. But if this happens, we're looking at a price right now for this before we hit major resistance. And I must feel like I've already said 7,000 should be resistance. I know for a fact that I've not been correct about where we're going to hit major resistance. We came about close to the 7,000, as I said. As you can see here, we did have a few candles. But right now, we are wicking back up, creating a new higher high. All-time high. Show me a new high, I'll show you a new buy. This is something I preach all the time. So if you do see this price come from here, and I want you to understand from here to here, and you're wondering, well, do I buy right now? I'll tell you right now, the price goes past this price here. You're going to be silly feeling like you're buying a candle that you shouldn't be, but right now, unfortunately, this is how it works. It would go through to this price, it would continue to go, but I do think that at this point in time, and I would believe that even at just erasing a zero in general, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 zeros, we would have erased a zero from here. And since we've been talking about this asset, we're probably up over 350%. Now, we started talking about it April 23rd here, saying we could have bought it at this level. And if you look at Pepe, I'm going to go right into Polkadot next, because that's what I think Rising Sun was asking for. And right there, guys, wow, 524% in the last 4 days, 3 days. We've been talking about this. This is pretty insane. So I do have two major levels here. We're going to either hit here and hit resistance at this 84.7, or we are going to definitely erase the zero, and you're going to get a repeat bounce to the upside from here all the way through, which is definitely I mean, I'd be willing to say this is almost guaranteed. So if you want to sell out, well, I'd wait to erase a zero, then sell out. Do what you want. Take profits, dollar cost average out, as I'm sure you dollar cost average into this animal. But Pepe looking pretty good. Got a Stepe. It's pretty funny because I just can't believe that we were talking about these prices down here, hopefully rebuying and entering, and we did not get that opportunity. So it's just wild seeing how from this price action, we are about 524% to the upside. It's just sickening. So here we go. Polka dot for Rising Sun. And I need to take a sip. All right. So what do we got here? We got a 4-hourly chart. Let's break it down. What do we have going on here? So right now, oscillator, I do have my RSI levels, and my RSI level is right about where you don't want to do anything. That's to be honest, and that's the fact. You really don't want to do too much right around this level. You are waiting to get a buy zone down here. We are right about in the middle where you want to be super careful because anything could happen at this point in time. So we're looking at the daily now. We're going to flip around. Daily here, and I wanted to show you. This is actually kind of bullish here. I'm going to start over. I want to start fresh. We're looking at polka dots. So if anyone's interested in that, appreciate the Pepe, TA. Absolutely. Pepe is exciting, and I can't wait. But I'm looking at this to be some type of coiling up action. There's a neckline here. Definitely coming in here. You could see the cup and handle. Nothing really happened significant afterwards, I would assume. But there is something coming in here. And as you can see here, big volatile waves were kind of consolidating right there. Be curious to see what type of volume is coming in for Polkadot right now. Volume right now not going insane. As you can see here, we're looking at the 7-day percent in the green currently for the last week. Nothing major, but I'm just taking a peek. Looking at the volume, seeing if there's anything significant for my eyes that I may be missing here. And this is kind of bullish to me. I'm going to show you right now what I'm looking at and what I usually would do right now. This is something I would definitely do. It's a daily chart, so I kind of like this. I would definitely take this out here. I believe it's Philip, right? Philip is Rising Sun. I'm trying to remember. There's so many. Yeah, it is. Okay, and then you come in here. This is what we're looking to do now. So what I expect to have happen here for Polkadot is this symmetrical pattern, kind of like an ascending channel, right? You could see that forming here, coming in pretty perfect. Finding a nice bounce, finding a nice peak, coming in, staying into the meat, going in up and down volatile waves, giving us a nice peak again, coming down, building support in this pattern, right? We do see that. So what I believe is going to occur now is we're going to find out, do we break the support that we currently build on this particular triangle pattern, or do we break out of it? Now, obviously, the only way to break out of it is 656. So you can see the price right now. I know that's you. I was just kind of being a little facetious, but I really did know. Here it is. There it is right there. Is that the 6? Wow, right on the money. So 656 is going to tell you a lot right now. The symmetrical pattern needs to break out. We need to come through and above. As you can see here, we are on the buy zone coming shortly. So there is probably a dip that'll come through. I think that may happen before anything occurs. We could get a fake out, right? Ticker bounce. We talk about this all the time. We're kind of getting that. And then maybe a bounce back in. Once we break out of this area, it could go all the way up to 794. So that's kind of what I'm looking to pay attention to, 790. That would be the tip of the pattern here. As you can see coming in, that would be the top. And that is on light. It's 810, excuse me, right around the 8. So we'll go $8. $8 is actually the better price. If you see here the peak of the triangle pattern, $8. So that's pretty much it. So guys, I hope you are enjoying the TA. I hope you are enjoying the weekend. Some of these meme coins are incredible. The power of meme coins really kicks ass. And as my buddy here says, there is 100K addresses for the AI Doge coin. That's pretty cool. Let's do some TA on that. Somebody asked me, I think it was Phil as well. Once again, this guy's a trading machine. So what happened was it erased the zero, as you can see from here. And I want to get to the 4-hourly because that's where I think I found my first. Oh, it was the hourly. I think I found it on the hourly. Yep. I found it on the hourly, the retracement where we could go. And if you could see here, this is what I told him. Be careful because if you get here, this is where we came down. It started coming through. Look at the volatile waves. This came back on the sequence. It came all the way to. Wait a minute. Do I have this right? Or is this wrong? Because this looks upside down. Yeah, it's upside down. This is definitely upside down. Give me 1 second to update this. And I was going right there. There you go. Beautiful. Now, what I'm getting here is the Fibonacci sequence. If you look, we got the golden pocket bounce. Now, this is AIDOGE 100K addresses. That was perfect. So I'm telling you right now, from what I see going on here is a replica of another move to the upside. Right now, this bad boy isn't going to stop. Let's get to the daily. I'll show you what I'm talking about. And right there, 2 daily candles coming up, breaking through. On the hourly, it did give us some buyback. It gave us to the golden pocket purchase. We were able to see the Fibonacci sequence. It bounced perfectly off the level of the 69,847, whatever you may want to call it. You can see the line. And there, my friends, when that starts happening, getting a big bounce, you already know it's a good time to buy. So we'll see what happens. As long as this can finish above and keep moving, AIDOGE is going to probably continue and keep that zero erased. Most likely what I expect here coming in, that price here is going to be your new support level. So as you continue to move, as you continue to see AIDOGE go, I'm going to put this in the title. That's probably going to be its new support level coming towards I guess a longer time frame. We'll see what happens because this seems to be a right shoulder now. What's going to happen is we're going to form a head, and where the head most likely is going to go is somewhere like this, and you'd be surprised, but I'll tell you right now how many times TAs like this happened in the long terms. We could probably see a jump all the way up to here, and yeah. Sounds kind of crazy, but no one else will tell you this. No one else will have the balls to give you this information, but 1.5. So we'll make it erase a zero and get all the way back to halfway, erasing another zero. That's where I think AIDOGE can go. That's what I think is happening here. I could be wrong. I've been wrong before, but a lot of times when I do this TA, I'm actually correct a lot of times. And then you'll see what happens here. We're going to form something called a right shoulder coming in. We'll be back to these prices before you know it. Big liquidity grabs to the upside, and then I think that's where we'll find ourselves. So be pretty excited. If we keep getting these runs to the upside, these are kind of similar movements in price action we will see coming in. Now, what is the price that will continue to go if we do that for AIDOGE? And you may not have heard this before. My particular guess here would be, and this is TA, another 69% to the upside. That would be fucking amazing. So I just want you guys to know that this is the opportunity. Thank you, Mr. Michael Johnson. Looking at this right now, could be a left shoulder. If this is the head, my friends, you'll get a rejection coming shortly, but it does not look like that. Looking at the 1 hourly, we are pumping pretty strong. Show me a new high, I'll show you a new buy right at the 1, right erasing at the 1-0. So once you erase a zero back at this price, once we retest it, I expect to break through and keep coming up. Nothing's really going to stop this between these addresses and Pepe. So between Pepe and this one, I think we're in pretty good shape, right? They're doing about the same thing. So guys, left shoulder, same kind of a thing. Call me crazy, but don't call me lazy. I'm doing this before I leave. This move here, do the same thing. If we get the same type of replica move here as we were building support at this point in time, where was the support being built? It was probably right about there. This is a really, really quick estimation, but look, it's about almost the same exact thing. A little shorter as it's been doing the entire time. It has been coming a little shorter, so this only makes more sense. But I like these thoughts because this is kind of the same thing. If this is really going to keep moving, same thing with AIDOGE, I give it the left shoulder. If we are going to develop the head, if we do another peak at the same height there, and we're not done, then we develop the right. Same kind of scenario, same kind of thing. This is where I think we may find it. It's crazy because if you look at this, if you look at my oscillator, guys, my oscillator is almost on the buy zone. This doesn't happen every time on the hourly, but if you pay attention, the last time we were down here at this zone, when was the last time? It was April 28th, 2023. What happened? Let me show you. Right here, this is what happened. We got this kind of a move. I just want you to understand this is what happened on that day when we got that buy zone on the hourly on this oscillator. It's repeating the same buy zone again. We got a 36% move. So I'm trying to tell you that I think a 69% move is coming, and that's pretty wild right now. So that was on AIDOGE, 69%. What is this coming? I'll tell you right now. We'll do it right now before we leave. And I'm going to change the title, of course. We could be getting resistance. You see it, guys. We could be getting resistance. So this could be the next run. This could be the next leg run up after we get a correction. So this could be the stop right now. Another 73.4. So if this stops, if we do hit resistance and we do continue to hit it, and we can't break above and create a new high on this left shoulder at the 8,400, which is very important price, as you could tell. This left shoulder here is very important. We have to break above this left shoulder for Pepe. Same thing with the AI Doge. If we do not break this, this will now be your head instead. It's not a left shoulder, and then you will do your work just like we did here. Left shoulder here, down here instead. That's your head. Then we will develop. This will fall down dramatically and be red. I don't think that's going to happen. Like I said, I'm looking down here on the oscillator, and I love this oscillator, and this oscillator is so bullish down here to me that I'm having a hard time finding that to be a fault now. So the only place where I'm very, very getting a bearish divergence is on the 4-hourly. We are pretty high. So I will pay close attention to that, be discreet with that. That's where we could be coming down. That's why I'm a little conflicted. So short-term time frame, we're bullish. Getting longer into the term time frames, we're not. So that's something just to keep a little eye on. Obviously, we have to go to sleep, so you're going to have to keep an eye on the total crypto market cap, a lot of things of that nature. So 1.2 trillion market cap, not really moving, not going anywhere particularly, but if you keep paying attention to the 4-hourly, I don't know why I keep doing this. There we go. If you keep paying attention, we could just keep going straight up, and we may just skip the whole right shoulder, all that fun stuff, and keep going. So we're going to have to be careful with this. We're going to have to pay attention. Some people, guys, are buying this, and they're just holding and don't have any plans on selling until their account has something like 100,000 to 1 million, depending on what they put in. So not financial advice, just a gentleman twice is nice. But as you know here, on the week, it's a little ridiculous, but this is what's happening. Could have doubled your money in this week. It's disgusting. 223% up on your money. 1.5 times your money with Pepe. That's why we're talking about these assets today. The shit coins are here. It's altcoin season, so pay attention to what's going on. Bitcoin, I do like. As I said, we do look to be having a little bit of a divergence here. Last time we did have a fall. It wasn't much, but we did come down. Trading from 29.4 all the way down to testing the 29 flat. Seems to be what's happening. So once we break 29,000, I think that 27.7 is the bottom. And I don't think that we are actually going to touch 25,000. It's starting to come to me. It's starting to make me see here. Usually when I say that, that's when I get corrected. I get checked and they say, oh yeah, you don't think that's going to happen? I'll show you. So we got to pay attention. This is probably the most significant price for Bitcoin right now. So as I'm getting ready to end the video, I want people to understand that this is a huge next leg up. But of course, this is major resistance that must break and above 30,600. If you could find Bitcoin breaking above this price, you will know and understand that 31.3 is next. And I guarantee you that we will see this price coming very shortly after that. So that'll be where I'll be getting out pretty hardcore. 48,000, I believe, is the peak for Bitcoin. Remember, I said it. Have a great night. Wall Street, Pete, Signo, and Crypto. We come live for you every day possible. We do altcoins for you on Sunday nights, 8 o'clock. Weekly candles. Take care, everyone. Love you all. Peace in and peace out.